Hey everyone, Benny the Comicstorian here, and if you remember our last review of a movie, I sat in the car and told you what I thought I was about to see, and then I went in to see the movie, and then I gave you the review afterwards. Now this time, it's just me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you what I'm expecting to see, and then we'll cut to me right after the movie, telling you what I thought about the movie. Really a simple kind of opinion idea, isn't it, where I just give you my opinions right away. So anyway, I've seen the reviews that have gone out about this movie, and I'm honestly not too concerned about them. I don't normally agree with the actual reviewers of a movie. Reviewers who go see a movie like to critique every little thing, from the pacing to the music prompts to maybe even one slipped line. And for them, that's their job. I just got a message on my phone to go see this movie. But anyway, that's exactly what just came out. Natalie's laughing at me. She's like, what? I didn't know what that noise was. I didn't know. Okay, stop laughing at me. All right, so anyway, so reviewers' entire job is to actually like give you all the nitty-gritty about the movie, and I don't watch movies like that. I live my life looking for a positive thing in anything I read or see or whatever. People like to ask me, why don't you do such and such book? Why don't you ever tell us about stuff you hate? That's because I don't like to dwell on negativity. I don't look for something I didn't like about a movie or a comic book. So even though the reviews are low, I'm expecting to come out of this movie at least enjoying it as like a popcorn fest kind of movie. Something you'll go see on a Saturday afternoon, and maybe I won't be talking about it in a year, but I'm going to enjoy it, and that's what I'm kind of expecting right now. I'm expecting to enjoy the movie. Now, I'm expecting them to spend about a third to about a half of the time developing characters that you know nothing about, because the majority of the people who are going to go see this movie don't know anything about the Suicide Squad, outside of the Joker and Batman, who are going to get cameos in this movie, and I'm expecting those cameos to probably run a little bit long and not even pertain to the movie. I hope they don't overstay their welcome, as long as the Batgirl opening to Killing Joke, but hey, we'll see what they do. I'm expecting it to maybe be a background story for Harley Quinn. I'm hoping it's no longer than 10 minutes and we actually get to focus on the Suicide Squad. The big thing that I'm wondering about is who is the main villain, because I've had my theories that it's the Joker or that it's Enchantress, but I've avoided all the in-depth reviews and reading them because I don't want to know. I want to find out in the movie right here. So, like I said, my opinion, I'm expecting a movie that I'm going to walk out of. I'll probably enjoy. I'll probably have a few bad things to say, but mostly good things, because I'm going to look for the positive. Why look for the negative? Why breed negativity by looking for negativity? So I'm going to look for the positive, and I'll come out and I'll tell you what I got. That's not even a sentence. I didn't even structure that right. I'll tell you what I thought of the movie, guys. Thank you. Okay, I officially just got out of the movie, and I loved it. The movie was incredible. I went into it not really knowing what to expect or what was going to come out of that whole thing. After what happened with Batman v Superman, I was honestly a little worried that the movie was going to be kind of dragging on, wasn't going to be that enjoyable, and what would end up happening in it was like a situation where I liked the extended version, but I really had nothing good to say about the theatrical version. Deadshot was an amazing character. The way Margaret Robbie did Harley Quinn was incredible. I loved this take of the Joker and Harley Quinn, because no more was it, she loved him and he was abusive to her. And no, they made it out to be the Joker and Harley Quinn were a thing. They were actually together, and he wanted her back just as much as she wanted to be with him. This is the first time I've ever walked out of a superhero movie and I actually cared about additional characters that I knew nothing about. El Diablo is a character I still know nothing about, and one of the first things I'm going to do when I get home is look that guy up, because he was so incredible in that movie. And the way that this was paced out, I really enjoyed that as well. The movie did a great job of introducing you to the characters as you needed to know them. So it opened up and introduced you to characters like Deadshot and Harley Quinn. You're like, okay, cool, movie's going to be focused on them. But as you go through the movie and various things happen with the movie, other things happen and other characters get introduced. You get to know El Diablo. You get to know more about the Enchantress. You get to know more about Captain, well, you don't really get to know much about Captain Boomerang, but the cameos that are linked to these guys, I don't want to give you guys, you know what, this is the spoiler portion. I've already put a little disclaimer on the screen saying spoiler, but the cameos from The Flash and Batman, it was awesome. Even the little thing where they hinted at, you gotta go find Aquaman, that stuff was awesome. I loved this movie. But you know what, I will say I did have two things that bothered me about the movie. First off, the way they portrayed Killer Croc, I didn't like the makeup at all. I didn't like the way they made him look. I felt like his head was huge, his body was tiny. I don't like, at times he looked like he was massive, and then other times he'd be standing alongside everyone. You could see that the actor was actually short. I do not like what they did with Killer Croc. I don't like how he got handled. And you didn't even find out much about him anyway. I don't really understand why he was in there with the cast being as large as it was. And the last fight, as cool as it was, had quite a few moments where they went for more cool visual effects, and I really didn't know what was going on. Towards the end, Enchantress was so blacked out that you couldn't tell what was happening with her. Her eyes were the only thing that you could really pinpoint. She was ducking around, rain was coming down, smoke's going everywhere. I was kind of like, all right, I think the good guys are winning, and then the good guys weren't winning, and I'm like, okay, the Enchantress is winning. I'm like, okay, wait, no, she's not winning. It was... Overall, the movie was really, really good. They didn't spend too much time on any individual character. They didn't spend too much time on the Joker or, you know, make it half a Batman movie or anything like that. And I know a lot of people are going to walk out of the theater and you're going to have your complaints and you're going to have your issues. It's not a diamond movie. It's not perfect. It's got little problems here and there. But walking out of it, I enjoyed it. At no point was I bored. At no point did I question it and be like, oh, what's going to happen next in the DC universe? It got me hyped. It got me amped up. I enjoyed the movie. For its little minor flaws here and there, I feel like it's a good movie. I definitely would recommend this to anybody trying to get into the DC extended universe. And like I said, it's one of the first movies I've ever walked out of, a superhero movie, where I actually cared about the additional characters to the point where I'm going to go look them up. And also, I am going to do a little plug for myself here. If you like the Enchantress in that, and you're like, oh God, is she really that crazy? Check out our Justice League Dark video, because it's pretty much on the scale of that, where she takes out a whole city and fights a team. And that one is Justice League Dark, and this one it was the Suicide Squad. So they kind of like took that concept, put it towards the Suicide Squad, but they kept the Suicide Squad true to how they are, and they treated them how they were supposed to be. The character... I really can't. I mean, I just walked out of the movie, and this is what you're getting, my gut reaction walking out of the movie. But right now, I mean, I know there was little minor things here. Some of the scenes were a little choppy. The editing was a bit off. But some of this, for the most part, the movie was solid. I enjoyed it. That's pretty much all I could say. And that's it. That's my opinions walking out of this movie. Overall, I enjoyed the Harley Quinn and the Joker new relationship they're kind of portraying for the movies. I felt like the way they did Deadshot was really good by not really going much into his origin, but we got to know more about his daughter and the kind of, we undiscovered a little bit about that whole situation. And Captain Boomerang, I thought was kind of a funny little side note. He was an interesting character. But hey guys, I don't really know where I'm splicing this into the video, but there was a couple of things that Natalie asked my opinions of after I shut down the video, and I was like, hey, those are some really good points that a lot of people are going to ask my opinions on. So first off, she wanted to know why can't I say words properly today? I don't understand it. She wanted to know what I thought of Jared Leto's Joker. I didn't think it was horrible. It's definitely not a Joker that's going to stay with me, though. And I think that's not because he did a bad job. I think it's because we barely saw any of him. I vaguely remember one laugh, a couple of lines. I did like the idea of him kind of like him trying to save Harley Quinn, but other than that, we really didn't get to see very much of him at all. So I really don't have an opinion on Jared Leto's Joker. Right now, I say it's forgettable. Maybe the next movie will get more out of that. So that's it, guys. That's it. I pretty much have been rambling this whole time, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about the movie. Did you enjoy the Suicide Squad? Did you enjoy their portrayal of the Joker-Harley Quinn relationship? Did you enjoy their portrayal of Deadshot? Did you enjoy the humor in the movie and the tone and the atmosphere they put into it? And if you did, give this video a like, because you want me to do more videos like this after the movies. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more reviews, more complete stories, more information on your comic book universe. I'm Benny. I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget, follow me on Twitter, Comicstorian. Thanks again. See you all later.